कंसिस्टेंसी और मोटिवेशन कैसे मेंटेन करें कि लर्निंग मुश्किल ना लगे.
The motivation learn from the consistency, and once you are consistent, then you can become a success in any field.
So what's the most common mistake you see students make during interview?
The student do well in the preparation of the technical, right? But once it is a talk of the discussion, the HR or so they get little bit confused.
अगर हम MCA और BCA में बात करें तो इनके पास जो अपॉर्चुनिटीज हैं कंप्लीट करने के बाद ग्रेजुएशन वो लिमिटेड है या फिर वास्ट है.
Ample amount of opportunities to be there. So many new fields are also to be there.
Hello, welcome to Idea Talks. Today we have Dr. Vivek Bhatnagar, Professor and HOD of MCA Department from Mullana University. Welcome to Idea Talks, sir.
Hello.
सर ने 60 प्लस रिसर्च पेपर्स पब्लिश किए हैं, मल्टीपल पैटर्न्स और कॉपीराइट और बुक्स पब्लिश किए हैं, एआई पर एक्सपर्ट सेशंस कंडक्ट किए हैं, सर के पास इंडस्ट्री वर्कशॉप और जॉब टेस्ट ऑप्टिमाइजेशन भी की है. सो वेलकम डॉक्टर विवेक सर, वेलकम टू आइडिया टॉक.
Thank you.
सर, मेरा पहला क्वेश्चन है कि आपकी 22 इयर्स की जर्नी कैसी रही?
It's been a very good. Since starting, if I should tell you something, before teaching, I was in industry. I worked as a SCP consultant in Gurgaon. Then later on, I shifted to my profession in teaching. So it's been a long time. I have been associated with MMD Mullana.
सर, मेरा पहला क्वेश्चन आपसे है, कंसिस्टेंसी और मोटिवेशन कैसे मेंटेन करें कि लर्निंग मुश्किल ना लगे?
Okay, very good question. See, consistency is to be learned. Like learning is difficult as a student point of view, right? So student have to take a little chunks of program, so they can learn. They can take it as a challenge, right? Then after when they will accept that challenge, then the motivation will eventually come. So when motivation will come, so they will feel confident that he or she has done something good in a better way of the project or the say the teaching paradigm. So if I should say, the motivation learn from the consistency, and once you are consistent, then you can become a success in any field.
My second question is, sir, how has the industry changed since you started teaching?
So if I'm talking about a 2 decade earlier scenario, when so at that time we used to think that we just rely upon the theoretical things, and we just seeking for the only degree, then we can get the job. At that time, long year back, right? But the scenario has been totally changed. Like we are based upon the project based learning, right? So once you are having a practical exposure apart from the emerging skills technique you have, then only you can fetch or get the job. So students should get ready along with the emerging skills. They should have to have a hands-on knowledge about a recent day tools and technologies which are there in the market, so that they can become the job ready.
Right, sir. Very well said. So, sir, with 22 years of experience making students industry ready, what's the one skill today's students will master to get hired?
So nowadays there are so many ample things we have to come up. But what should I say? You should have a problem solving with the adaptability. So if it is to be there, then we can think about the logical thing, and we can win the race. So you should have to have a problem solving with the adaptability, and you can learn it from the environment as well.
कॉलेज का अगर हम देखें या बच्चा अगर कहीं बाहर इंस्टीट्यूट्स में सीख रहा है, सो इन दोनों को रिलेट करके अगर हम बात करें तो कभी कभार कॉलेज में अच्छा एक्सपोजर नहीं मिल पाता है, या फिर कभी कभार बाहर जहाँ पे वो लर्निंग करता है वहाँ नहीं मिल पाता है, तो उस गैप को कैसे फिल कर सकते हैं?
At that, nowadays the curriculum has been changed. Even I have seen many across the universities. They should have even minor project as well as major project during the BTech course as well as the BCA or the MCA course, right? So they should have to have their hands-on training. They can talk informal or formal to the some of the good teams. Even they also provide the in-house training as well, or they also provide the remote training as well. So they should have to go with and discuss with If they should have a hand-on experience, then that should have added experience in their life, that how to start with a project. And it is very difficult to say that how to start with a project. For that, they have to follow each and every cycle of the SDLC.
So, sir, like you have organized 60 plus technical events, industrials, and job fairs. So, what's the most common mistake you see students make during interviews?
See, students do well in the preparation of the technical, right? But once it is a talk of the discussion, the HR or so they get little bit confused, because say I used to tell for the final year student that they should have to have their 3, 4, 5 question hand ready. That why should we hire you? What
Mhm,
are your strong point? What
mhm,
are your weak points?
mhm,
Like what do you become after 5 years? So they should have to have the quick one answer that yes, this should I have. But at that time of the placement or HR talks, they little bit get confused,
mhm,
right? So they should have to have vision and mission about the company, what they are taking over, what they are seeking job for.
mhm. Right, sir.
So this is the good how they can adapt changes and they can win the achieved target. May it be the big Sigma company, may it be TCS, may it be Accenture, may it be
Mhm.
anything.
So, how do you balance teaching traditional curriculum, so emerging skills like AI, cloud, or data pipelines?
Any technical courses there, so foundation is very much required, right? So student can go for the data structure, C++, right? Even algorithms. So the basic foundation is to be required, but nowadays student also have to adapt some value added courses, some emerging skills. So such kind of ecosystem like emerging skills, I can talk about the AI, agentic AI, cloud, DevOps, right? Even generative AI is also to be there. Some prompt engineering is to be there.
Mhm.
So they will have to have go with such kind of things. Apart from these two mix things, like they will add this thing, then they can brush up their skills and they can get hired.
But still there is confusion between like which stream needs to be take, and there is a pressure from the parent side as well. So student get confused. So in that, like, what should student actually choose? Like, is it has to be a counseling, USA, I mean आपकी साइड से, पेरेंटिंग साइड से, या मतलब कॉलेज साइड से, मतलब अगर एक पर्सन को एक स्ट्रीम चूज करनी है, हाउ इजीली, मतलब वो कैसे कर सकता है?
So mentor is to be required everywhere, right?
राइट।
Fine. So they should have to have go for a survey.
हम्म,
Students or even parents, they should talk to formal, informal, to the fields which the student want to choose.
हम्म,
Either my kid wants to do the technical course,
हम्म,
or she want to go with the medical course
हम्म,
or somewhere else. So
हम्म,
the counseling is to be required. If
हम्म,
the student has done PCM, then what are the field he or she can choose? So
हम्म,
they should have to have go for a survey. So many things are to be there which is open for and access for everyone.
हम्म,
So better you should go for a survey. Then you should talk to the mentor. You should go to visit the different university.
हम्म,
Then you compare that what they have, what the others they have. Right
ओके,
nowadays, even so many new universities are to be there. With they have adopted the project based learning. So
राइट,
at that time there's once they are get admitted, the student is not having to they have to do the on day one from the on they have to work on the laptop on the first year onwards. So I
राइट।
think that is to be the time of hour, it is to be required. You can choose in
हम्म,
well manner.
लाइक हमारे टाइम पे क्या होता था सर, एक क्लास होती थी कंप्यूटर्स की, वो भी ऐसा होता था कि मंथ में शायद एक बार लगती है, बट राइट नाउ द, आई मीन द होल इंडस्ट्री
Yeah,
हैज बीन
I can
चेंज्ड।
remember one of your experience when I just starting my teaching career. At
हम्म,
that time, we don't have a projector, right? We used to have a OHP projector.
हम्म,
We have to take the OHP slides,
हम्म,
and at that time there were no ebooks per there. We have to
हम्म,
take the book, get issue from the library.
हम्म,
We have to take notes first.
हम्म,
Then second way, I have to take the OHP slide,
हम्म,
put it on the red marker, black marker, then show it to the student. So
हम्म,
at that time, we used to do labor twice.
राइट,
But
राइट,
now the
राइट,
scenario
राइट,
is different.
एग्जैक्टली। What's your advice for students who want to transition from academic projects to real industry engineering roles?
Yeah, this is a very good question. Again, I should tell you, even in any technical course,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe the 3 year course or the 4 year course, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the student should have to have their minor projects in every technical course, right? So,
Okay.
but there is a big difference. They do minor project. Sometimes the
Mm-hmm.
student do minor project only for the sake of minor project. So there is a big difference when you work with the industry. Then
Mm-hmm.
for that, you need to have the project which is scalable, right?
Okay.
Which is on a deploy mode. But in minor project, we generally don't do. So students should have to have go for the same way that my project is going to deploy, and it is how we can scale the project, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but nowadays, so many things, so many platform is to be there. Then student needs to inculcate both things together, and he or she can make a teamwork. And sometime it may also have happens that the project is going to be deployed from the university side, and
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be very good. Even in my tenure, we have deployed many projects and
Mm-hmm.
still they are working.
So, like if we talk about engineering roles, so project wise, it has to be like they have to adapt that role, or like they want to go जो कि उनको environment से सुनने को मिला कि this is right now is good for you, or it has to be adapt from the college side.
Basically, colleges do provides now different kind of workshops,
Mm-hmm.
technical workshops, hackathons, which
Mm-hmm.
builds
Mm-hmm.
the team skill in the students as well,
Right.
right? And once they are learning from the emerging skills,
Mm-hmm.
they such kind of ecosystem
Mm-hmm.
is makes the student that they should build that both capability together,
Mm-hmm.
and they can learn and make the new things in a very teamwork. So that's a proverb is also there that teamwork makes the dream work. And most of the student, even in the MC and the BCA,
Mm-hmm.
they are doing their work very well.
Okay. Right. Right. सो सर, अगर हम एमसीए और बीसीए में बात करें तो इनके पास जो अपॉर्चुनिटीज हैं कंप्लीट करने के बाद ग्रेजुएशन, वो लिमिटेड है या फिर वास्ट है?
Ample amount of opportunities to be there
ओके.
nowadays. So many new fields are also to be there,
हम्म.
right? So student can make changes,
हम्म.
student can learn the new techniques as well.
हम्म.
Okay, different kind of platform also to be there,
हम्म.
so they can brush up their skills, they can have hands-on experience as well.
हम्म.
And you talk about any big company, the big short company, the company is here for placement. Talk about Accenture, TCS, Capgemini, Infosys, Wipro,
हम्म.
HCL, PwC.
हम्म.
Every company is here for placement.
राइट.
So ample amount of opportunities to be there for these students.
राइट. 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 यू हैव mentored thousands of students. Can you share us like one story of a student who struggled but eventually succeeded?
Yeah, like in a long tenure, so many success stories also to be there.
हम्म.
I would mention the name of the student, but
Okay.
yes, I can recall and I can remember the one story which I would like to share with you.
हम्म.
Uh, Now the student is working in IBM. He was a below average student
Okay.
and he was demotivated. I used to tell him so many times to do the work. Since from the first year, he was demotivated. So I tried so many times, and so many times I did it. On 1 year, I struggled very drastically. I struggled. So on second year onwards, he tried to improve,
हम्म.
and I won't even believe and won't. I would like to share one thing. He has started 2 or 3 projects.
Okay.
Right. One of the projects is still being used by me.
Oh,
Right.
nice.
And it's been I've taught him in 2014.
Nice.
Right. And now he is working with IBM.
Okay.
So many
Great.
stories are also to be there in my long career.
Okay.
So I just shared you a one.
Great, sir. Thank you so much for that. So, sir, what campus clubs, technical events, or workshops do you recommend for students to grow faster?
So as I told you in your talk, so many platforms, even codes, internal hackathon, so many coding workshops,
Mhm.
even robotics workshops, so many things are also to be there. Students should definitely able to join it,
Mhm.
right? Once they will brush up their skills like this, they will
Mhm.
be participating in the various internal hackathon, which is organized by even IIT also being
Mhm.
participating it. So that could be well if like this the student would be adopting, they will able to make changes in you, and they will learn the team spirit as well. how to work in a team, which is required.
Yeah. Sir, what's your proudest accomplishment in your 22 years of journey of student development?
So over the 2 decades, I have taught various thousand of students, right?
Mhm.
So it's not a single word, should I say? But in this during this long period,
Mhm.
I taught various students, which becomes some becomes entrepreneurs, engineers,
Mhm.
right? So uh, I feel proud and I feel very good when after a few years your student used to come and meet you and said, "Hey, sir, what I am today, this is all because of your all guidance." So this
Exactly.
is the proudest moment what I feel.
It is, and such a blessing for the students actually
Yeah.
who actually learn from their teachers, and when they are at like a level that they have achieved something in life, and once they remember, like mostly I used to remember like on a teacher's day the most favorite teacher from my
Yeah.
mind, so I used to message
Yeah,
or
generally I used to get so many messages from
yes,
the different pass out student as well, and
right.
they still remember me, and these are the proudest moment which I feel during this my long journey.
Right. So, like in the starting as well, like when we were discussing few things, you mentioned like when I mean, went to USA.
Yeah.
So, few students over there in
Yeah, when I
different cities
just
they met.
pinged that I am in Las Vegas in
Yeah.
this restaurant, so they generally just ping me and they want to meet, and they came and meet me.
So, I mean, this is also such a, I mean,
Yeah,
honor or like a blessing. Like if you are going in different cities, you find many students over
yeah.
there. Great. Thank you so much, sir, for your good time. And I have learned many things from you. And I hope everybody who is watching this video will get good content out of that. Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your
Thank
thoughts
you,
as well.
Rajneesh.